Hi, so I'm currently at home right now, and I already got home from school. I've been home from school for a long time now. Oh, you just heard a little snappy. I just unplugged this, so yeah. Anyway, today at school was really good, but in science class, when class started, it was passing time, and I just walked into class. I told Miss Yang that I felt like I couldn't breathe and stuff, and like my chest was hurting. And so she told me to tell her if I get the worst, to go to the office or maybe say something wrong and like I could talk to someone. So about maybe 1 or 2 minutes into class, I went to go tell her that it's getting worse, because like it was just hurting and I don't know why. So I went to go tell her, and she told Miss Woodward, and Miss Woodward took me out of the hall. She asked me if I was okay. She asked me just just to listen up, like relax, calm down, and I did. And I asked her if if I could talk to Mr. Jerkler, and she took me there, and he when he walked in, Miss Woodward asked if he could talk, or if he could talk to me, and he was busy at that time, but he said, yeah, she can come in and have a seat, and I'll just be right with her in a couple minutes. So I sat in there, waited a couple minutes. He started I almost said texting. He started talking to me and asking me, he's like, well, what can I help you with today? So I told him that I was very nervous about presenting our presentation to the class tomorrow, which it's currently Thursday, so I'm presenting tomorrow. And I just told him that I was nervous about it, and I was freaking out, and I didn't know I was nervous. And he told me that, like, maybe if I could, like, talk to someone, like, talk to the teacher and tell her that I'd be nervous, and, like, if I could do it by myself. And I told him no. I told him I don't want to do it by myself, because then I would be even more nervous, and I don't want that to happen. And, are you seeing my nails? Yeah, I did my nails today. Anyway, I told him that he told me, like, just to talk to her, and maybe she can think of something, or, yeah. So then when we were done, he told me to pass back to class, and I thought Miss Woodward would stay with me, but no, she didn't. She went back to the science class. So when I walked out of the counseling, like, the counselor's office, Miss Yang was all the way down. She was outside her classroom with another group. So I talked to her privately in her science lab, and I told that I was nervous about presenting. She told me to do it by yourself. I said no, so I just told her that I would try to do it by myself, and we'll just go from there. And then, yeah, every class was good. And let's talk about health class. So, when I was in that class, at the end of class, I showed him this pack, and I told him I wasn't done, and I need help because I was struggling. So he helped me. I don't know, my chest is hurting for some reason. I told him that the packet wasn't done and stuff, and I needed help, and I was struggling. He told me not, or stressing out. He told me not to stress out, but it's hard not to stress out when you're worried about something or trying to get an assignment turned in. And so basically, he told me to go to the South gym after I was done eating lunch today. So I told him what lunch I have, and then when I was eating lunch today, I went down to the South gym. I went to the South gym. I asked them. just as I was asking another lady if she knew where Mr. Hannah was, and he was like, here. He was actually behind me, and I didn't know, but but he told he so we went. Some of the risers were down. There was only one row that was down, so I sat there. I took out my book and folder, and he showed me what to do and explained what to do, and then so I did it. I went along and I did it, and then a couple minutes later he was, I guess there was a problem with another autism student or something, so he went to go try to help, and then I had walked out of the gym for a minute, or I'd walked away from my seat from where I was sitting, so I had to see where he was, and he was actually just out of the gym talking with two ladies and two ladies and then two guys, and he told me he was like the bell when you gotta go to class, and I started getting frustrated. I told him, I'm like, well, I'm not even done with this, and like it's frustrating because I want to get this done. And he was like, it'll be okay, you just need to calm down and stuff. And I said, no, it won't. So I walked away. I started crying, like I started like just bawling my eyes, like crying. And he told me, he kind of like gave me a little hug a little bit, and he told me like everything's going to be okay. I'm the teacher. I won't hold it against you or anything. And I was frustrated, obviously. So when I walked away from him, I grabbed my backpacks, or I said backpacks. I only have one backpack. But anyway, I told him that I keep on losing my train of thought. I told him that I'm really frustrated and I want to get this done. Like, I'm tired of doing this and I don't want to like make you mad or anything. He was like, you won't. Like, I'm the teacher. I won't hold it against you or anything. So he walked me to class so I wouldn't be marked tardy or anything. And he asked me what hour I have academic center, and I told them I have it first hour. And he asked me what was my hardest class in school, and I told him that it was health. So after that, he took me to do walking. He took me to class. He took me to class, and ow, 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 ow. Oh, okay. He took me to class, and yeah, so that's pretty much what he took me to. After he took me to class, he told Miss Kazmark that I was with him, not to mark retarded or anything. So after that, the rest of the day went really good. Choir was good, math was good. Let's talk about math. So we had to go to the 107 computer lab, and sorry, I have to plug my phone in. He took me to, or Miss Hartstaff said that we had to go to the 101 lab, so we did. And I couldn't remember my fucking password to the login. Like, it was pissing me off. Like, I was so upset. Miss Hartstaff was telling me it was okay. And eventually I did get a new login and stuff. But it pissed me off so much. The rest of the day was good and everything. That's pretty much it for the video. Please subscribe. Bye.